Hey guys, Fox here. It's time for my December pickups. Quite a bit of things came in, stuff from lots of pre-orders, a couple small eBay purchases, and a lot of gifts from the holidays. So let's go ahead and start off first with a gift that I got from a good friend in Arkansas. He sent me a working black Game Gear. My black Game Gear does not work, I'm sure, for obvious reasons, bad caps, whatever. It's hard to find original working hardware here. So I was very appreciative of that. It's really nice. He also sent a bunch of games. Mostly stuff I have, but it's much appreciated, and I will probably keep these versions over the ones I have due to them being gifts. And these ones are actually really good quality. These carts are just in pretty amazing shape. Well, maybe not this Mortal Kombat, but that's all good. But the Sonic ones and G-Lock are great. And I'll show you something else that I got here shortly that will make these Game Gear games even more enjoyable. I guess you can guess what it is. I ordered this from Double Jump Games. I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with Sick Cooper and his YouTube channel. He owns a store called Double Jump Video Games up in, is it Oregon or Washington? I don't know, really up there in that area. This is one of those Game Boy Advance classics, but these are the Japanese versions of the Famicoms, and I love these. I would like to get my hands on all these, but this was a great price. This one I believe is Castlevania, and I like how they put it into like the old Famicom disk system stuff, and it comes in this plastic case. But what's really interesting is this is the actual, so you got some information, maps and stuff in there, but this is where the game is. It's this super tiny thing. It's pretty amazing. You just open it up here. And here is the game cartridge. And it's yellow like the Famicom disk system. There's a little Famicom disk guy. So, really happy to have this. I thought it's just a really cool collectible. I have the Famicom disk system game for this. Unfortunately, I don't have a working Famicom disk system because the one I do have has a bad belt and it's missing the adapter thing. All right, up next I got a rare Game Boy Color game. I won this on an auction, and it's fairly beat up condition, but nonetheless it works great and it's authentic. And really happy to have it, and it's Metal Gear Solid on the Game Boy Color. Really underrated, fantastic game. Oh, is it really underrated though, honestly? No, but it's really cool, and I'm really happy to add this to the collection. It's a game I've been on the hunt for quite a while. Maybe one day I'll find a better condition one. I'll sell this one off, but we'll see. Really happy to have that. Up next was a thrift store find. Yeah, finding retro games at a thrift store nowadays is much more difficult because everybody thinks what they have is worth a crap ton of money, including Goodwills. But I found this in the electronics bin, and it's Captain America and the Avengers for the Genesis. I played this quite a bit when I was a kid. It's a fun beat 'em up, not the best, but it's serviceable and it's still a good time to play. All right, got some modern stuff here. Let's go through the Switch games. Most of these, I think, yeah, all these Switch games were gifts from friends and family. One is Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. I like the Diamond and Pearl era, so I'm looking forward to giving this a play. I'll probably play it this year. But it looks fun. I like the new graphics and everything on it, so hopefully it will be a good time. I haven't heard a lot about it, but granted, I haven't been looking at a lot of reviews or anything on these versions of the game. Here's a big one that I was kind of happy to have. I have both these games on the Xbox, but now I'm much more happy to have them on the Switch because I prefer collecting for the Switch here. And that's the Ori the Collection. So this has both games, Will of the Wisps and Blind Forest. So if you haven't played these are fantastic Metroidvania style games, but with really gorgeous environments, challenging gameplay. I struggle at Ori, but I still have a lot of fun with them, so great one to add. Up next was a game I added to my wish list a long time ago, thanks to Leo, the funny nerd. He did a review of this game, and I thought it was pretty cool. So, Monkey Barrels. This is I believe it's a twin stick shooter, and it looks like a ton of fun. Something that I could just sit down and play for a couple nights and probably finish it. And that's great because I tend to play a lot of really long games, so having these type of games for palate cleansers, if you will, are fantastic. And I think this is the last Switch game, but this is one I'm really looking forward to. Wiga Man, Derek, brought this up in one of his videos, and I really love the artwork in it, and it looks a ton of fun. So hopefully this will get on the played list this year, but we'll see. But my wife picked this up for me, and it's Undernaut's Labyrinth of Yomi. Pretty interesting cover art. But it's an RPG, a JRPG that looks a lot of fun. And then if you look at some reviews and some screenshots online, it's hard to tell with these tiny screenshots, but the artwork, and I think it's pretty much a dungeon crawler, but the artwork in this game is fantastic. So, and I've heard really good things about it, so I'm looking forward to giving it a go this year. Let's see here, some PlayStation. Let's get this PS5 game done. It's a limited run release, and it's, let's see if I can pronounce the name, it's Alphatia Genesis. So yay, another Kemco RPG to add to the collection. I'm a sucker for these, even though I don't play them as much as I will, but I'm planning on doing at least a couple of them this year. But this one's definitely a step up from the typical Kemco, like 16-bit style RPGs. These ones have actually 3D battles. So I think this one's going to be pretty good, and I think this one's got pretty damn good reviews as well. One of my things with limited run disc-based games is, hear that? Disc always is not in the little spindle holder. It's never in there. Almost every single limited run game I buy, that disc is loose. But that's no problem. I'm gonna crack it open and put it back where it goes anyway. All right, a game that I thought I had, but apparently not, but found a copy at a GameStop for nice and cheap, because a bunch of us are getting together to play this over the next, I think we have 2 months to finish it, and then we're gonna have a podcast about it, the Funny Nerd Podcast, and that's Dragon Age Inquisition. I thought I had it in my collection, but apparently I sold it at one point. But looking forward to giving this a shot. I hear a lot of good things about this game, and now I have a good excuse to at least give it a shot. So, yeah. Up next is a new release that I picked up. I played the second game on the Vita, and I enjoyed it, but it's Conception Plus, Maidens of the 12 Stars. So I enjoy these Spike Chunsoft games, and I played the second Conception 2 on the Vita and had a good time with it. So it's a pretty interesting mechanics to these games where you just have to, Conception, you have to conceive even more powerful warriors to fill out your battle ranks, and it's not a bad dungeon crawling RPG. But this one looks a little different. Yeah, form a party with up to 13 characters strong. So this one might be quite a bit different from the one I played on the Vita, but I'll give it a shot. And happy to buy this. As it was something that I was looking for. I had, I'll just show it right here. So it's the Persona Endless Night collection. So I had Persona 3 Dancing in Moonlight, and I had Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight. What I didn't have is Persona 4 Dancing All Night. So this collection actually includes all 3. So I went ahead and added these 2 games to my trade pile, and I'm replacing it with this all-in-one collection. So I believe this was on sale. Where did I get this? Probably Amazon or something. But it was pretty cheap to get all 3 of these rhythm games, and I can probably add them to my Persona collection. All right, let's get to this good stuff. So this finally came in. Very excited to have the Analog Pocket. So here's their nice minimalist modern packaging, kind of like Apple packaging. And it came with the cable in there and the pocket. Super happy to have this. I've been waiting a long time for it, and it plays fantastic. It feels great. I should probably do a firmware update on it, but so far everything works well. Here's the SD card slot to update the firmware. Stereo speakers on the sides there. There's the volume rocker. Hopefully it doesn't focus on Joker's face there too much. Sweep wake power button. And then down here you have select and start along with an analog menu button. An FPGA logo. Charges via USB-C. There's a headphone jack. And that is for the Game Boy Link cable, which works with the old Link cable. So it's a really cool added feature. I didn't think they would do it. So this thing on its own doesn't really have any form of wireless communication, no Bluetooth, nothing like that. In order to get Bluetooth, you have to use the dock. So, which makes sense. I mean, if you're going to take this on the go, why would you add a Bluetooth controller when the controller right here? So screen is gorgeous, super high resolution, makes everything look phenomenal. In here I have Golden Sun. I think I have some power in here, so we'll go ahead and turn it on so I can show you maybe. There we go. Kind of see my hair there. Play the cartridge. Oh, it errored. Sometimes it does that, but that's probably just a problem with the cartridges here. But I'm hoping I can get it to work here. There we go. So yeah, it looks fantastic. Absolutely love it. It improves on the audio of the... Oh boy, nothing good here. But it, you know, Game Boy Advance audio was kind of tingy, you know, because they kind of compressed audio. But yeah, so I can show you the battles. It just looks fantastic, guys. I just cannot wait to play through a bunch of these titles. But yeah, there you have it. That's the Analog Pocket. Here is the accessory that I mentioned beforehand, which is the Game Gear adapter. Very high quality. I mean, they're pretty pricey, these adapters, but they are built quite well. I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like with it in there. And a Game Gear cartridge. So that's what it's going to look like. Yeah, it sticks up in the back, but it really doesn't impact your play. It blocks the shoulder buttons, but that's okay because you don't need the shoulder buttons when you're playing the Game Gear. So there's that. I got one more analog thing that came in the mail. Glad to have this. So this is the SG adapters. I haven't opened it yet because I haven't had a need to get into them, but it includes the Game Gear adapter, so I can play Game Gear on the Mega SG. Since I don't have the dock yet for the Pocket, I will use this to play Game Gear games on the TV, my card, and Mark III and SG 1000 adapters. All right, we got some gaming related, non-video game gaming related stuff here. My dad sent me this Persona 4 soundtrack. Awesome, one of the best gaming soundtracks out there. 2 discs, lots of tracks, so over 50. Got some manuals here. Oh yeah, some manuals I picked up from Double Jump. These have prices on them, so mind you, I got these all on sale, so I didn't actually pay these prices, but I picked up a manual for Batman Forever on Game Boy and Pac-Man. Got a couple N64, Pokemon Puzzle League, and Super Smash Brothers. For the Super Nintendo, we got Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and got this one for like just $1. He discounted it to me. He originally had it for $3, and I was like, hey, will you give it to me a little cheaper since it's missing a few pages? He's like, yeah, whatever. So this is Final Fantasy 3 or 6 on the Super Nintendo, and this manual is worth quite a bit, especially if it's complete, but it's missing 2 pages. So, the back cover, front cover, and the contents pages. But, so yeah. I went ahead and went it. For $1, I will take it. It's got most of the stuff in it until I can replace it later, but excited to get most of the manual for Final Fantasy VI. Got some enamel pins here. Where did I get these from? 86th.com, but they licensed some Persona 5 pins, and it's for my boy Skull, one of my favorite characters. So there you have it. Those are pretty cool. I got a Tiger handheld that I found at a antique mall nearby, and it's one I actually had as a kid. It's Batman the Animated Series. So really cool. It works great. Does it play great? It's a Tiger handheld. This is more for shelf candy, really. Nostalgic reasons. Really happy to get this. This was an eBay find that I got for pretty cheap. Just threw in a small bid, and it ended up winning $30. And that's for a Game Boy Advance box for the Game Boy Advance that I have, which is what do they call this? Ice Blue? I don't think it has that. Glacier. So I have the Glacier one, so really happy to get the box for this system. These things originally sold for $90. What a great deal. Game Boy Advance was fantastic. Here's the back of the box in case you're curious. Yes, so this is important to me because this Game Boy Advance was the first gift that my wife got for me back when we were dating in high school. So she got this for me for my birthday. So really excited to get a box for that system. I got one book here, one that I've been interested to get for a long time, and that's the complete Sega 32X guide. Always interested in the Sega 32X. It's a system I actually do not own, nor do I have any games for, but I really want to. So I'm gonna read through this book, get myself a 32X, and get some of the better games for the system. RGT 85, which I'm sure some of you are familiar with, Sean Long was the one who wrote this book. So really excited to thumb through this book, especially I'll probably bring it to work, and when I got some slow moments, I'll read through a good chunk of this. But it talks about every game in there. It's got some, I like the ads in the back, that's super cool. Yeah, so you know that guy. All right, lastly, I got some Pinbox stuff. So we'll go through these pretty quickly because they're just enamel pins, but they're for my main squeeze of the Trails of series. So got a bunch of pins here. So we got the SSS badge pin. Here's the back artwork. I really can't wait to play Zero this year. We've got Olivier Arner. That's a pretty cool little chibi pin. I love these pin boxes, and now they're putting them into these little plastic protectors now that they're including. Here's Tio. She's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Okay, and I'm back. Sorry about that. Got to take a phone call. Let's show the back of this Tio. And then we have Joshua Bright. Really love the extra artwork that they add to these boxes. It makes you really kind of want to keep them in the boxes instead of displaying them elsewhere. We have Estelle. Great artwork on the back. I also have, I ordered the large Estelle Bright pin. And I'm pretty sure it has this pose right here. And it's a really big one, so hopefully I get that soon. We've got, I actually have this one, so it's actually an extra, but I ordered the package deals because it saved me some money from Pinbox. So I got the 2 5-box packages. But here's the Thor's crest and the back art with Reen and Elisa. And let's see here, we got Crow. I like this one, the whole school scene there with Sarah throwing chalk at Crow's head. Got Toa. We have Elisa. And finally, we have Reen. Alright guys, there you have it. Thanks for watching this really long pickups video, but I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.